Poseidon was not just the god of the sea, he was the god Zeus feared losing control of. In Greek mythology, Poseidon is often portrayed as temperamental, violent, and unpredictable. But those traits were not flaws, they were threats. The sea was the most uncontrollable force in the ancient world, and Poseidon ruled it completely. Unlike Zeus, who governed from the sky, and Hades, who enforced order through finality, Poseidon ruled through chaos. He did not promise stability. He did not disguise destruction as justice. When the sea was calm, it was mercy. When it was violent, it was punishment. And mortals never knew which was coming. That uncertainty made Poseidon dangerous, not because he wanted power, but because he did not restrain it. He caused earthquakes, shipwrecks, and floods without warning. He destroyed cities not to prove authority, but because he could, and that made him fundamentally different from Zeus. Zeus ruled through fear, but it was calculated fear. Poseidon's power was emotional, immediate, and uncontrollable. The gods understood this. They respected Poseidon's domain, but they did not trust him. He challenged Zeus more than once, not through strategy, but through force. And every time, Zeus had to respond carefully, because killing Poseidon would destabilize the world, and letting him act freely would do the same. This is why Poseidon was never allowed to rule. He was too powerful and too unstable. Power without restraint invites catastrophe. Zeus understood this. Hades accepted it. Poseidon resisted it. He wanted recognition equal to his strength, but strength alone does not sustain order. When Poseidon felt disrespected, he retaliated. When he felt ignored, punished entire regions. The sea did not obey law. It obeyed mood, and that terrified both gods and mortals. Zeus could be negotiated with. Hades could be reasoned with. Poseidon could not. That is why he was dangerous. He represented what power looks like, without discipline, without long-term strategy, without restraint. And Greek mythology is clear about this. Poseidon was never portrayed as a wise ruler. He was portrayed as a force that had to be managed. Alliances were made to contain him. Favors were granted to appease him. But control was always temporary. The sea never truly belonged to Olympus. It belonged to Poseidon. And Olympus feared what would happen if he ever chose to unleash it fully. This is the contrast at the heart of Greek mythology. Zeus ruled because he controlled power. Hades ruled because he accepted responsibility. Poseidon failed to rule because he embodied chaos. And chaos cannot govern. It can only destroy. In the end, Poseidon was not weaker than Zeus. He was more dangerous. And that is precisely why he could never sit on the throne of Olympus.